Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected, I'm about to go live, you know what I mean. Got high expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning and hacking, exploring, there's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unravel the secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, no knowledge.
Yeah. So two streams started at once and it's hopping between them. Right, so let's fix the lights. I didn't do it because it kind of like didn't connect. There, one up, two, three, and fourth light. There. So that's all because of the odd stream start. Right, so we got like a 1 minute countdown there. Let's see here. No, here. No, here. No. I'm like testing all the tabs. This is what we were doing before I drove my kid to school, and now we're back. Got back just like half an hour ago, I guess it is now even. So I saw your message, Panda. I didn't have any TTS. So was it the angle, the view when I was holding my phone under my scary shin? Was that it? Was it the something else that was scary? The scary view. So you sent a message 11 minutes ago. So I'm a bit late in replying, right? Well, just checking. So I had this mail about a job, so I'll see if that's something later. So it's I close to the Kali VM down, so I'm starting it again. Oh, let's see. Oh, is the app working? Yeah.
Fixit42 bot says T minus 2 minutes.
Right, exactly. Yeah, we haven't started yet. It's 2 minutes countdown left. Though I had it running twice, and you can't turn them off. And I guess I could have restarted streamer, but that's not worth it. That's not worth it. Yeah, so I'm like, why not continue, right? It's not like I have something better to do right now because, well, my throat hurts a bit too, but that's starting to almost be normal. That's not good. That's not supposed to happen. That usually doesn't happen when I stream. My throat doesn't like stop working after a bit. Maybe we should get some tea. So right, this was the cheat sheet one. So
Fixit42 bot says stream about to start. 1 minute left.
Yeah, right. So, let's see, back. What did we do? We did, these are very simple labs, simple theory. But there are a few details that are not in my notes and that are new to me. So I apparently closed down the notes too. So I didn't want to have anything running when I was remote streaming. So we added this other way that I didn't think of myself, and I had not read about it. But of course you can order by one, and if there's one, it works. If it is how many ever, it works. But order by 3 will fail if it is 2 or 1. So this is a way to find the number of columns in the table too. We didn't test it though, because they were very specific what way to use. So maybe we should try it in the next one. So. Maybe I should have made food first. We'll see. So I haven't eaten lunch really. Yeah, I ate kind of lunch, right? But now it's 16. We'll see. Oh, so this is the only new addition, but we have added stuff to comments too, right? We did add some other stuff. It doesn't matter much what it was exactly. Let's just continue. So even though they're basic things, there might be details and things, and also it's useful to repeat stuff and to build like a muscle memory, I guess. So not just, so what happened? Where's the mouse pointer? It just sit by there. Oh, so start burp because we're using it as a proxy, and if there's something we want to check more, see more closer stuff, we can just check the HP history here, and we can see stuff. So this is the get version. Right. So the fact that I had to add this kinda told us what version. Or kinda anyway. Because it, yeah, I don't think Microsoft MS SQL won't require this, will it? Is it only MySQL? But it's a good thing to know, but I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, this is the output from the Lost lab. Oh. I'm going to read a new section and get started here. And I'm assuming I was offline for long enough for Twitch to make a new stream, and hopefully to be in this list, right? So, and they're still streaming. I rated this morning. I rated well, wasn't that many hours ago. Now I'm curious, how long is the stream? So I just have to see the stream time. It's 2 hours. Is it just 2 hours? Oh, whatever. They're speaking French and I don't understand French, so unfortunately. I want to know all the languages too, but I don't yet, so at least we're visible in the list. That's really why I stopped and started it. Also, we also had the... That's the reason for the second restart. Because I started it quickly and then I realized, yeah, so we can close that. I'll check the message later. Alright, you could close that too, whatever. Yeah, so we did this, the previous ones earlier today, starting at 9 until like, I don't know, 12 something. Wasn't 13 something, probably 13, 15 then. But that's not 2 hours, they must have like restarted stream or something. Ah, whatever. We're going to start checking out the database contents, and it was a bit funny to me that we didn't check the version earlier than this, but that's what we did before here, examining the database. What we just did was this. querying database type and version. So the added version worked, and also the underscore space seemed to be required for it to work. So I was kind of curious now if it is the same for both. So I'm going to start reading and we'll see where we end up. Listing the contents of the database. Most database types, except Oracle, have a set of views called the information schema. So Oracle doesn't have that, okay? This provides information about the database. For example, you can query information schema tables to list the tables in the database. This returns output like the following. So what I'm curious, so I have this in my union, the information here. So here we have this, but I don't have it in my basic SQL information, right? So maybe we should add it here too. So this is this kind of basic stuff. Maybe it's enough. I definitely know that it is in here. We have this information, right? So this is when it's interesting. If you're the administrator of the database, you wouldn't find it out like this, right? So the information schema tables returns the following. This output indicates that there are 3 tables called products, users, and feedback. They can query information schema columns to list. You can query to list the columns in individual tables. So information schema columns were table name, users. Results output shows the columns of specified table and data type of each column, right? So here the only difference is here, and this one we also have the data type. So SQL injection attack, losing the database contents on non-Oracle databases. This lab contains SQL injection vulnerability in the product category filter. Let's click this because it will take time. The results from the query are returned in the application's response, so you can use a union attack to retrieve data. So it's a bit sad really that they say everything for all of them. It's so much repeated text, but if you paused, you wouldn't know it otherwise, so it's good, I guess. The application has a login function, and the database contains a table that holds username and passwords. Yeah, so they could separate it into this task and all tasks here, so we don't reread all of it, right? So this is really the only information that is new. Login as the administrator user. That's what we're supposed to do, and we have the URL here. And again, they're giving us a nice table to play with. You know, if the output was in another format, it would be harder to see stuff. So let's paste it. And let's click one of these. I usually take a short one. That's why I click the pets, if that's there, or the lifestyle, if that's the shortest. So it's not so much. So let's do, let's actually remove lifestyle and let's do whatever, right? I'm just on queer. And we end the string, and let's comment the rest of it. So we are getting a response, it's just nothing in there, so we need a union this. So we removed the output we don't want. They don't do that in this, maybe they'll do it later. So let's now union select, and let's actually look at the nodes, our nodes, and so right. First of all, let's just start with using also in the nodes this method here, order by, to get to the so let's actually remove union and let's do order by here. So order by 1 should work fine, and then we do order by 2, and this should work fine because I'm guessing it's 2. So then when we do order by 3, then we get an error because it was 2 that was correct. So now we know there's 2. So let's do a union select now, and we can do null, comma, or we can do it the prettier way to do username, colon, password, since we have a table with 2 things. So they made it so easy. So we didn't. So is it me? Or did it say that we were supposed to do that now too? I have to check, I don't remember. Login as administrator user, right? So, yeah, so we don't know the name of the table, that's the difference. So let's try. They're probably called something else there to give us a challenge. I really hope so. Because if it's just from users, so I'm hoping this will not work. So let's see now what we will do instead. We will do null, comma null first, because you know, just seeing that it works. And then we're replacing the null with our question, and we will now, this is when we go into the nodes. Oh, sorry, tabbing on the wrong machine. Nodes, and let's go to this, right? Let's check the database, right, and see if this works, if we are in the right one. So and now we will check instead. I think that this might be in the cheat sheet there. I still kept it up, didn't I? No, I closed it. Oh, so many things I opened and closed. Well, whatever. This is the one we want to close. So here, to concatenate strings, to do substrings, to do comments, to do database version, to do database contents, right? So what about the database name? We'll just skip it, I guess. So the thing I'm thinking is from where database, you know, the way I had it in my notes, where table schema, and the database name. But they're just using one database, I guess, so it doesn't matter. We don't have to do a where. So we can just do information schema tables. And it's a table, so we can return several lines, and we don't have to do a group concat or anything. So information, I'm typing instead of copying to make sure that I can spell these things, and learning how to like make it quicker, not having to check notes. Right, so I didn't type table name. We have to do that too. Table name from. So that's not enough to just do this. And if we were to do star, for example, wouldn't fit, you know? It's not 2 columns in that. So we could also, let's do the group concat and see if we're in the right database for this to work. Just to check the different kinds of output. Now we're getting a list of all of the, we have a table as the output, so it's too easy. But if we didn't have that, if we only had like one single place to do it, we could do a group concat. No? So not. I'm searching here now. So group concat. Let's and we want to check for MySQL and MS SQL. So yeah, so this is MySQL. What is it if we remove here this? So I guess that's the question, no? Simulating group count at MySQL function in
Subsad Music says hi.
Hi, welcome in. So I'm just learning how different things work, and you can't do this, can you? So simulating is not what I meant.
Subsad Music says, ma'am, I want to learn hacking. How can learn?
So what do you know?
Subsad Music says, please help me.
Do you know computers? Do you know networking? Where are you at right now? Do you know programming? Where are you at? Don't you know anything about computers but writing in Word and browsing the web? Then the question will have a different answer. So, but I think Try Hack Me is a good place. But this, what we're doing right now, you could also start with this. But maybe it's better to know a bit first. So, tell me a bit where you're at, and I'll answer. By the way, I'm going back, so we don't use group concat function, but there is one issue having. We need group concat. Yeah, so we don't really need this to solve this. I'm just curious now, trying to see this. Right, also have tiny.
Subsad Music says, do you teach hacking?
Yeah, so sure, if you know less than me, if you know more than me, then I can't teach you anything, you know? Yeah, let's accept the cookies from this. So we'll probably hop in here a lot, right? We don't want to log in though. MySQL based app over, not my choice, but that's life. So almost entirely NCSQL compliance now, with the one significant exception. We use group concat functionality fairly frequently. By the way, it does this. Give me a table, say employees, and with group concat. Yeah. So what I'd like to know is it possible to write, say, user-defined function? Best one I've found. Yeah, so we don't need to check this out since we don't need it. I was just curious. So I can't undo, it will just delete it, so I'm just going to remove the group concat again. And there. So now we have all the information here. So these are, so we're looking for the usernames. Isn't there like a way to set? So we don't want the built-in ones, right? So
Subsad Music says, ma'am, can you any site where I can learn?
yeah, sure. I'm just thinking what you already know, but sure. So there's this site called TryHackMe, and if you go to this tryhackme.com here, so let's send it here. I just put a dash for TTS not read. So let's put it also in the other chat. We have Twitch too, so that's why. So let's actually go there, right? So you will need to create an account, and it looks like this when I'm logged in. So you can click learn, and there are different paths you can follow. So there is, let's see, you probably start with Introduction to Cybersecurity here. And when you finish this, you can do Pre-Security. I don't know the order of these really. And then you can do Complete Beginner, Web Fundamentals, then Junior Penetration Tester. I'm currently doing the offensive pen testing one here. But there's lots of stuff. I want to do the red teaming too later, and they also have SOC level 1, and I think they're level 2, yeah. So, but they overlap. As you can see, I'm done with 62% of CompTIA Pentest Plus, but I don't think I've done much in here. It's just that they overlap. And this one I'm done with 24%. So it's just because they overlap, right? But the thing is here that part of it is free and part of it is paid. So if you click something like this, yeah, so you can see there's different rooms here and sections. So say maybe this one and this one were free and this one not. But I think all of these are probably free in the introduction. You also get these certificates with your name on it and the date you did it. So that's what I would suggest that you do first to get an introduction to cybersecurity. Start here, do this, then do Complete Beginner. And Complete Beginner actually has a lot of things. So it is Linux fundamentals, networking, web hacking, cryptography, Windows exploitation basics, shells and privilege escalation, and computer. So yeah, it's a lot of information here. And there were things that I didn't know in the Windows fundamentals, because you look at the computers in a different way, right? And I've been working with as an IT specialist since like '96. So you should always go through things, even if you think like, oh, I know Linux. There's always something there. So it's nice to go through them. And if you feel like you like it, there's also a link in my about, I think, where if you use that link to create your account, I should have sent you that link, right? Maybe I even created let's see if it works still, THM. I might have removed it. No, there. So there you have the sign up link. If you use that one, both you and me will get like $5 off or something, right? So it's that kind of thing. Yeah, we both get $5 off. I remembered. So use that link instead. And you don't have to pay anything then. This is for if you use that to sign up. If you later pay, then you will get the off. But you don't have to pay for anything. You can do only the free stuff if you want to. And if you really like it, like I did, then you can pay for it. So that's my suggestion to get started. Then when you have a bit of basics on the web bit, then you can go to the place where we're currently at here, to Portswigger's Web Academy. This is the cheat sheet there for SQL injection. Because they're different. The different, like Microsoft's SQL and MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, they're all a bit different. It's tiny changes. So for something, maybe they're the same, like here, MySQL and Microsoft are the same, but for this thing that I tested now, they're not the same, right? So Microsoft SQL that we're probably using right now, that doesn't work. My kid's knocking on the door. Yes, Ben. Yes, I'll go get my kids some pancakes. Right, so shake that side out, and you're welcome to stay and watch while we'll play with SQL injection too. So this is really basic what we're doing today. So I just want to go through all of it from the start. That's why we're doing this basic stuff. And maybe that's why I'm playing with it not the intended way. So I'll be right back. Maybe 5 minutes or something. So there. So let's see. Right, we were looking for the administrator's user, so we were looking for a table where we could find such information, right? So so I'm thinking I should start at the end. So products, user mappings. So let's make it a bit easier. Find stuff called user. Yeah, so this is not really good, right? So what do you think about this one? Seems like a random stuff after users. Right. Well, let's try this one. So I'm just looking here again. Log in as administrator user. That's a goal. So I will duplicate this tab so we have this list still there, right? And we can close this one. So oh, this is also a Wappalyzer upgrade. We don't need that. So let's see now. We want, instead now of table name, we want columns. So is it column names? So to make this easier, let's check the notes I already have, right? So
Fixit 42 bot says time to move it. 5 table push-ups redeemed. Goaku underscore says hello.
Hi, Goaku.
Goaku underscore says what is a group parachute?
Good question. Yes, I'm feeling a bit off today, so sorry. I might do actually 5. It says 10 and it reads 5. Maybe I'll do 3 push-ups. We'll see. I won't do any jumps or stuff anyway, but push-ups is not like intense.
Goaku underscore says what is the group parachute redeem?
Oh!
Goaku underscore
right.
says no pressure. Didn't know you are injured.
No, I'm not injured. I just feel like off. So when we're at the pre-start, or well, at the start screen, at this one, you can use drop. So we can do drop here. So it really shouldn't be enabled in other times. I don't know what the group parachute does. Let's try it. So let's see group parachute.
Fixit 42 says parachutes are queued for the next 60 seconds. Drop to join. Goaku underscore says glad you got the song playing. Goaku underscore says nice.
So
Goaku underscore says I'm pumped.
Drop here. So let's try the drop now. Drops are cute. Do drop you too. Okay, do drop. It says drops are cute.
Fixit 42 says 30 seconds
30
remaining.
seconds remaining.
Drop,
so
1 in group.
you have to try drop. 1 in group. I'm alone in there. You have to type drop. And this is only for Twitch. I think. Yeah, I'll log in as Twitch.
Fixit42 says 10 seconds.
So
Drop,
still just
one
me in
in
there.
group.
So I'll hop back after this, and then it does it. Okay, so now we've tried it. So if you want to do this, maybe I should just remove it. I just wanted to see what it does. So that's the thing, right? So let's go back. So I only have that enabled at the start and pause screens, and I didn't use a pause screen when I went and made food. Let's test the new pause one we made the other day. So I can push buttons on my screen here. I can do pause food. I can do pause kids, right? And do pause with no text. And then I'll have to use another button to get back. So, but I'm thinking maybe I should have that like I don't know. Maybe I should have the old screw like behind it. Have that like an overlay on all screens instead. So what does this one do? Oh right, yeah. So it already exists in this format. So drop should work here too, right? Yeah. So it will still do the drops, I guess, but you can't see them otherwise because the browser source is not visible. So if we hop to pause, it's the same overlay on those. And then if we go to left screen, then I use my normals that's called cameras and stuff. Scene as showing messages and the camera, chat, all the things. And I don't have the browser source for the drops there because I'm kind of like, this is a very serious stream, yeah, right? Nah. Yeah, so maybe I should get rid of that one. Now we have tested it, right? So let's go here and see if I can disable it this way, or if I have to go to. I might not be able to disable it here. So can I disable this here? No, it's grayed out. I could set it in a group, right? So that's the only thing I could do there. I'll have to go to their website, I guess. That I just closed down before stream because I had so many tabs. Well, let's continue with this now. So here, I don't know. Yeah, I tabbed by mistake. Right. So instead, now let's go to null comma, and now we want column name. That's logical. Column name from, and now it's not information schema tables, but information schema columns. Columns, there. So if we do this now, apparently Burp was tired. So what did I do? Did I close Burp? Burp is working. Burp is up. Why? So I think that the site died because I was too slow. Right, so let's go here. And let's go here. I was talking about too much other stuff. Oh my goodness. Achoo.
Goaku_ says bless you few.
So we have a new number here. This is what I want.
Goaku_ says shocked me haha.
So paste this one here. And paste it here. So we have updated data. Because I'm kind of assuming if we do search for users, that this might change. That these are random characters to make people have to look for it themselves and not just read someone else. This is crazy. So, column name. What did I do? I forgot the where. This is all the table's columns. So we need a where to. And that's why we need the name. Oh, right. But that was fun. So, where? Table. Is it just table? So now is when you check the notes again. Now it's table name here too. Oh, well, that's not good. Why did I click that by mistake? Where table name equals, I guess we'll do this, but it's not required. Let's skip those again if we don't have to have them. So unique column name formation schema columns, and maybe they want those anyway. Maybe, yeah. So, yeah, random characters there. Oh, the username and password. So now we know them. So we will just duplicate this tab again. And we will not wait for so long. We will do username instead of null. And we will do password. I'm not trying to pronounce that. Oh, come on here. There. From users there. So now we have the user and their password for all of them. So I'm thinking, should I make notes on this? That's what I'm thinking, because now we have 3 steps here, and I'm not going to put it all in my examples. But if we make notes, like box notes, similar to this, will be a lot of stuff, and it's basic stuff. So let's not do that. Let's give more examples here instead. Right? So let's add examples, right? That's a better thing to do. So the first one is this, and we don't need all of this. We can... Oh, right, I'll have to fix it. So this is this, and then we have a space. I should have copied it before I clicked. I could have done a replace here. So there. Not setting database name. And we're also getting a million answers to this. So I'm curious. Let's find out. I'm getting database name, MS SQL. Yeah, we'll just right click the database. So we don't have an ID either. We just want the current one. You select DB name. Okay, so if we leave it empty, no ID, we get the current one. So we'll have to try this too, since this seemed to be Microsoft. So we don't want all of these. No, what did I do? I shouldn't do anything here. I should just do this. No. Let's see. DB name didn't work. So let's actually look at that cheat sheet. I'm kind of amazed it wasn't in there. They do star. So they skipped the first step, getting the database name. So let's see, nothing more there. So not getting, let's try current database name. Yeah. So we confirmed what we already found. Does this mean we're not on this? Also, database didn't work, which is what I have in my notes. I'm scrolling too far. So this is what I had. So let's see. This doesn't work. But oh gosh. Right, first of all, well, it worked with these. let's try database again. So for every example, I think they're switching sometimes. So this should be something that would be easy to find, right? It's a basic thing. Well, let's do SQLi, right? So this is nice. Pillows all the things. So it doesn't have like, oh right, it's all in one file. So we're just hopping down. That's nice too. Then we can search here. So here we have the version. We can just go through it. Current user, username, system user. Let's try some of these. So user name. Yeah, so I'm not sure we're on this version. So I will have to find different places. My kids were talking, but I don't know if it was me. Host name, server property, product version. So here, test. So I pasted it in the same place I copied it from. So yeah. So let's do just the normal version, right? Edit version. No, nothing works. So what are we at? So what if we do version? Now I'm curious. What works? Okay, so we're on PostgreSQL now. So that's why it didn't work. So now we have to find how to do it in there. No, that's nice to know. Only the reason we Googled was that it's not there. So I think this one also really have different SQLs. No, that. So back to Google. Oh. GitHub. Comments version, is it in the same file? Yes. And this payloads all the things. SQL injection, Postgre. Right, so database. Yeah, and here we have the PG user. I'm assuming the PG ones are like Postgre. I should have realized, right? We had a lot of PG ones. So I should have realized. Comments. Oh, it has this too. Right, so this one is nice, and also the last one we had. So and then we have, yeah, I was like, did I copy the wrong thing? But it didn't. It's just presented it for us. Let's look here. You still want to know the database. Database name, current database. Oh, that's nice. So right. Finding SQL version, and let's do finding database name, right? We can just finding stuff. In different versions, and this is a header, and it's okay that it's a top because it's like something we will never not need. SQL version, database name, help, more help, and this is also for level, and here we have post agree, and oh yeah, we have to do spaces if we want this layout, or a table, and tables have to have an empty line at the top, and I don't like that. So this is the only bad thing with Obsidian Markdown, really. I'd like to be able to tab here. I can't. How do you do tabs in HTML? Can you even do that? Because we could format it that way too. We could do a HTML table, and then we would have full control over the look of it. Right. Nah, it's not worth it. We just did it. It's the very advanced version, right? Here, and then we searched for it over here, and we found a current database. Maybe we should have the select in there. So, and of course this is like a command. Yeah, I also have select up there. It feels a bit like not necessary. So we did check him. Before this, we did another search. If we open close tab, we should find this one. SQL injection, now we're in this. So I hop back one step too much. I think I might have. So So that's an odd order. MSSQL is kind of common, right? Well, they start with Oracle. Let's start with Oracle. I guess it's random order. Let's go with random order. And let's check it out. So let's click this one. I don't think this is not getting the database name. This is right. So we never could try this because it didn't work because we were on the wrong version. I assumed it was the same. Won't do that again. And no tabs, spaces. There. And then of course the normal one, which we can copy from the notes. DB name. Okay, right. So we had already tried this. Since it's the same, it's just capitalization. So I guess we'll do select. Oh, a knock on the door again. Kan göra lite Oreos av spaghetti Oreos.
There's an Oreo cereal. There's an Oreo cereal though.
Okej. Den har till och med pupiller. Jag vet inte varför den där inte så tillvalet. Men nu fixar jag spagetti och mycket kvar. Okej. Jag ska jobba lite till. Du behöver inte paus mellan maten. Okej? Nej, men det får du hämta själv faktiskt. Du behöver börja hämta vatten och yoghurt själv. Yes, i samma vatten. Gå in där. Nej, men gå där nere då. Jag tar där nere också ibland. Jag tog idag vatten nerifrån också. Nej, men du får lära dig att göra det bättre i så fall. Du kommer inte lära dig genom att jag hämtar åt dig. Du måste göra det lite själv med alla bara, okej? Love you! igen? Ska jag komma igen då, va? Nej, jag vill att du ska göra det själv. Yes. Yes. So my kid wants me to get a glass of water for him. He can do it himself. So let's see. Right. So. Alright. I should change that one. So we have this one. It's the same. It's just a capitalization. Actually, I'm kind of... Let's change this. So I don't like it when it's all... I don't think it's easier to read or anything. I don't know why. Maybe. So why all the space here? Actually, might be easier to read here. Let's undo it. So, I guess we will then do DB name in lowercase anyway, because this was full uppercase, all of it. So the most important thing of the notes is how pretty they are, right? So we'll add stuff that we find and learn, but I'm not going to dig right now for and this is also says Microsoft. I don't want it to say Microsoft. I want it to say MS SQL, right? And this one is supposed to be SQL after. Let's do the same thing up there and down there. So this also, even all others except for Oracle is called SQL, right? So Oracle is also funny that it's, you know, Oracle, it send me back the word Oracle. I mean, I'm back in the 90s Googling stuff. There. It was like a smell almost. I might have been eating when I Googled it. When I was Googling it. So odd memories are so odd. Smelling like an old office. Yes, I'm starting to get hungry myself, but I haven't eaten in a bit, so we'll see how long we go for. 17:30. Yeah, I like this, getting some notes with this kind of thing. And let's also check this directory for all the others. So we have Oracle SQL, not just Oracle suddenly. So here it says HQL injection, it says Oracle SQL. Now I have to click to see. I don't know what HQL is. Hibernate. Okay. Okie dokie. So let's just let's do a comment up here with more, even more. I'm misspelling it on purpose. Is that stupid to do? Yes, I guess, right? Trying to be clear, right? Oh my. So, I do need... Yes, this one will have died again, right? So let's see if it died. I'm too slow here. So let's take the administrator password. Let's click this one. And it had died. Yeah, I kinda assumed. I'm just clicking access the lab again here. So closing the old one. So this is the bad side of it being just a normal temporary web page. So I'm actually going to click my account here, and let's do administrator. Right. Let's actually copy this anyway. So I don't want lots of these things saved, right? So administrator, and this is why we did this. You can just copy it again, assuming it's the same password. Yeah. So we'll have to copy this bit over here. And fingers crossed, it's the same. No. So, F users, and this is the username. Users table name, and it's not the same, so it's as randomized as I thought it was. So we'll put that here. So we get password and username names that we can use in here. So this one is this, and this one is this, and we need also again this. And we have the use new administrator password. So administrator login. So there, we should have done that once before messing with stuff. We didn't have to redo it all. Well, I guess it's still repetition's good, but I guess the reason I'm doing so much else is because this is so basic, you know. And now that we know what database this is, then we can fix our notes better. And that's what I couldn't do before, and this is why we really checked it, right? I'm assuming my base ones are MySQL. I think so. Did I go to the right place? Yeah, I just scrolled to the wrong place. So and the reason we got the database name is this, the loan list. So did we even get the database name now? We didn't. So let's duplicate this. And let's, instead of version, do DB name. No. I'm still thinking wrong here. So much to scroll up. Current database. Current database. So, oh, that's annoying. I have to retype. So, Academy Labs. And so now we can do where table schema equals this, and we shouldn't get 1,000,000. No. So again, we have to learn, which is good. It's good. So how do we do this then? So we knew how to get current database, right? So let's go back here and shake Postgre. List database. Yeah, that's not what we want. List tables. Table name from information schema tables. We know that this works because we already did it. But we want to add here where. We don't want where. So I can't guess. Right? I want to make a where for this listing of tables. I don't want to list all of them. I only want to list the ones with the current database. So we really could do here. We should be able to do now. I want to see it all. Right, we can find this out logically. So, table name from information schema tables. That's what they have. I just tried to add something here. That didn't work. But I'm thinking this. I didn't misspell anything. Let's just guess. I'm sorry, I'm guessing. We didn't get an error on the last one though, which I think is funny. That this gives like it's an okay question, but then yeah, I guess if this doesn't exist at all, you know. So, where is it? So the database information is in the database. Yeah. Whatever. I'm thinking what I want in my notes from this. No, I have to know. So, googling plus degree SQL. So this is what we're doing. We want to limit it to one database. Okay, I can't right click that. Yeah, we're table schema. Did I misspell it after all? Yeah. I did misspell it after all. No. SCHEMA. So maybe. All right. Where table schema equals. Yeah, this is kind of what they're doing here. Though they are doing information schema. Let's try information. underscore. Yeah, so it works. It's just not working as I want it to. So let's not do this darn thing and put a string here. Let's instead do current database. So it also works, but we still don't get anything. It might just be that we're not using the current database. So we solved it. I'm just exploring. So it works. So it should work. So this kind of confirms that this syntax is also for Postgre. They also use this syntax. So, and we can't do star because we're limited to 2 columns since we're doing a union. Public. So why not? I don't know if this was something they had in there or if it's like a general thing. Anyway, I remember the current database, right? And information schema worked, so let's try public. There it is. So this one we keep. A definite keep. Keep. Right? We solved it. We found the solution. I'm just thinking how funny this looks. In the notes it will be very crazy. And also this is... Alright, we didn't have the names in there. So I skipped part of it. Let's just do Postgre. That's good enough. So this might work in other places, but this is where we know it works. Because we don't want the long list. The long list is horrible, and this is just 2, and now I searched for users or I wouldn't have found it, right? So if we do the full search, duplicate, go back, you don't want this when you can have this, right? Nice. Very basic, but very nice. Like we're using these basic ones to learn like the dialects of SQL, right? Or they would be very basic. I'm not going fast, I'm going detailed. Blind SQL! Hi. In this section, we describe techniques for finding and exploiting blind SQL. So I'm just thinking, why one line? Blind SQLi occurs when application is vulnerable to SQLi, but HTTP responses do not contain the results of the relevant SQL query or details of any database errors. Many techniques such as union text are not effective with blind SQLi. This is because they rely on being able to see the results of the injected query within the application's response. It is still possible to exploit blind SQL injection to access unauthorized data, but a different technique must be used. Exploiting blind SQLi by triggering conditional responses. Consider an application that uses tracking cookies to gather analytics about usage. Requests to the application include a cookie header like this. When requests containing tracking ID cookies processed, the application uses SQL query to determine whether this is a known user. Select tracking ID from tracked users where tracking ID equals this. This query is vulnerable to SQLi, but the results from the query are not returned to the user. However, the application does behave differently depending on whether the query returns any data. If you submit a recognized tracking ID, the query returns data and you receive a welcome back message in the response. This behavior is enough to be able to exploit the blind SQL injection vulnerability. You can retrieve information by triggering different responses conditionally depending on the injected condition. And this is why we put the scripts here. So one of them is like this. Let's see. Right. Let's open this. It's prettier in code. Just prettier. Just the aesthetics. It's the same letters, but it's prettier. So, I don't know which one. I should rename them, right? To be better. Check password complete. Oh, right. Yeah, so we're getting one character at a time for password. If this user exists in response text, the password. So union select 1, 2 from users where username needs 16 and password like binary test password. So this is how we test it. And char in characters and characters. ASCII letters and digits. That's what's in characters. So I'm kinda happy to have found this. From string import, ASCII letters and digits. Nice. So it's building up a password where we can't see it in clear text by testing a part of the password and %, one letter at a time, adding them onto it. So I guess this is like a Boolean thing. It's not blind then, I think. This is hard, the difference between them. You should ask Gar what he says about these. So let's call this Boolean. Find password. Find password Boolean, right? So that's more what this does. It's get from the response. I think the next one might be so it also uses letters and digits. Alright, so I just generally imported string in this one. And then we have, we know that it's supposed to be 32 letters. Params needle. Oh, right. Right, I remember this. So we could search for stuff, and Halloween's just got one response, I think. So if we got something else, if we got hits on there, it was added. So yeah, let's see, where is the actual search here? URL. Yeah. Sorry for being slow. Yeah, so when Halloween's is not in the response, we search for something more than Halloween's. We could have taken any words that was any search that just got one response. Here's the request URL. Is just the neatest page, and then we have the headers with the password and the params. And the params is this. Yeah, I don't remember all the details. I won't rename this file now. Here's the time-based one. So let's just call this find password time based, right? It's of course also Boolean, right? So either it's delayed or not. Yeah, so now we're getting session IDs. So this is stealing session IDs. We don't rename those now, at least. They might not be so useful anyway to reuse. So I ended up there from this, right? So let's continue. So the tracking ID. Vulnerable SQLi. The results in query not returned by the user. However, the application does behave differently depending on weather. So Beaver is enough to be able to exploit the blind SQLi. Can retrieve information by triggering different responses conditionally. Then it is not blind to me. It is not blind. It is no output on the screen. It is not blind because we get feedback. Blind to me is like something happens but you can't see any feedback. That's blind. That's Boolean, when you can see something. But these are like the gurus. I don't get this. I have to ask someone that knows more than me. Right, so I'm at 2 hours again. This is like the third stream of today, right? So let's just read on. Exploiting blind SQL injection by triggering conditional responses. Continue. To understand how to exploit this exploit works, suppose that 2 requests are sent containing the following tracking key value in return. The first of these values calls a query to return results because the AND is true. As a result, the welcome back message is displayed. The second value causes the query not returning calls because the injection condition is false. The welcome back message is not displayed. And this allows us to determine the answer to any single injected condition. So why are they adding this? To test, I guess. If they can get a false, if they get different message. So only one browser window up. I got a notification. Let's just check who's online. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's a lot of people online. So, well, there's a few Spanish, but I'm kinda, well, the notification I got was for Anti-Siphon. Just don't know what they're doing today, so I'll just check it out. We don't have to have audio on. Okay. Alright, so this is day 3 of something. Okay, right. So yeah, let's save that for later. I won't look at it live anyway. I'll just check their webpage quickly. Live courses. No. I'm like blind? Have they changed stuff? Is it just me? So yeah, so this is a free one. Well, you can watch with me here. So this is a free thing. So you can join it for free if you want. I'll just quickly do that. So, might not be my first choice of stuff to watch. I mean, like, it sucks stuff. So let's just see if I have. Oh, sorry, I have my mail up. So what email address did I use for their stuff? Oh, it's my baby things one. Okie dokie. No, it's fixitfor2.com. Right. Yeah. So it's my more modern one. I guess I'll fill this in just... Oh my god, I can't spell my name. We'll continue soon. So I said put 2 of my first letter. Yes gubben, jag kommer snart. So the region is Sweden. So just because I'm like not mega careful with my with my information. So create an account. Should I have logged in before? I guess I should have. So I'm guessing I have a login. Well, it might not. So let's make it one. So I think I have 2 accounts on our page now. So I officially joined that course, so we'll look at it later. So this was the 30, no, we don't want to start with the 30, right? So we have even more tabs up. So exploiting blind SQLi by triggering conditional responses. For example, suppose there is a table called users with a column username, password, and the user called administrator. You can determine the password for this user by sending a series of inputs to test the password 1 character at a time. To do this, start with the following input. XYZ and substring, select password from users where username administrator 11 m. Alright. And returns the welcome back message, indicating that the injection condition is true, so the first character in the password is greater than it's not greater than T. Eventually we send the following input, which returns welcome back message, thereby confirming that the first character of the password is... Okay, so they're not going through all letters. So here they're using, and then they do S. It's easier just to do a script, right? Like I have. We can continue this process to systematically determine the full password for the administrator user. No, the substring function is called substring on some types of database, yeah. We just saw that earlier today. For more details, see the SQL injection cheat sheet. Yeah, that's where we saw it probably, right? So I noticed it when I was scrolling through here, and now I'm blind. There, so I was scrolling the wrong direction. So it's Oracle that has the odd one. Yeah, and I noted also that it's one based index, right? It's not starting with 0, which is tiny bit annoying. Rather that different things uses different ones. Yeah, I am hungry now, and it's like 6:15, and my kid wanted food, and he came knocking too. No, I want to continue. I don't want to stop. I'll take a short break and get some food for my kid, I guess. I'll check what he wanted to. Oh, let's do a bit more first. So I was assuming this we have a lab new lab, and after clicking that button you have to finish it. I noticed, right? Because otherwise you'll have to redo stuff and not dig into something else. So let's copy this one over here, and yeah, let's actually make a new one. I hope we don't crash streams with too many tabs in all the places. So I'm thinking it could be like smart and realize that if someone used it recently, they shouldn't like remove it. Blind SQLi with conditional responses. This lab contains a blind SQLi vulnerability. The application uses tracking cookie for analytics and performs a SQL query containing the value of the submitted cookie. The results of the SQL query are not returned and no error messages are displayed, but the application includes a welcome back message in the page if the query returns any rows. The database contains a different table called users, with columns called username and password. You need to exploit the blind SQLi to find out the password of the administrator user. To solve this lab, log in as the administrator user. So, these could be like time consuming if you don't use scripts, right? So let's start with looking at the page. So we know that we're going to log in. We know that we probably have the same, let's see. Well, we have the administrator user. That's kind of what we have. So I did click. Apparently, I wasn't in the VM. So administrator password, right? And we try and log in, and we got invalid username or password here. Let's go to burp. So when we send this, we will get it says welcome back here. Invalid username or password. What? Oh, it says welcome back here. So my kids again. Lite Bubben.
Finn with gun says hey fix it.
So talking to my kid. And now I had a call too. I'll be right back.
Finn with gun says how are labs coming?
till honom sedan. Här kommer Laban. Linus. Pappa säger, ni skulle väl ut och cykla, så pappa. Han kommer hem om 20 minuter. Och han vill gärna cykla på en gång, okej?
Okej.
Oh no. There. So, my kids want to talk a lot, or my 16-year-old, so I'm thinking, right, I heard a message. Hi, Finn. Oh, right. Yeah, hi, welcome in. I'm sorry, my 16-year-old knocked on the door and wanted to talk. It's so warm in this room and this and that, and problem solving. So I think I have to go and spend a bit of time there. Yeah, so I got inspired by you, Finn, and I gave you a shout out this morning. So I thought, well, I'll start with the SQLI, and this is so basic, but maybe we're getting somewhere now. Though I'll probably use my script here. So alright, we just renamed this badly. So let's rename find, not Finn. There. So I also had it up here, right? So but when I looked at the page, it said something about welcome back message only popping up when when you're recognized, but it always says welcome back here. But it says invalid username or password here, so, but still, yeah, I'll have to think for this one. So far it was just basic stuff. But I'll have to stop streaming for today, because this is the third stream today. I think I heard my kids there again. Yeah, so we raided Pebble like a lot of times. Maybe we should raid someone else, but these are Spanish. This is me, and these won't notice it, right? Will they? Yeah, let's go for Pebble again. So I'm sorry for being gone for such a long time. I need to prioritize my kids sometimes. So start the raid, and let's actually click here. I usually hop into the stream so I can copy the URL easy for YouTube. Right. So let's send it there. Yeah, I'm seeing. So what's bad here? There. All right. One viewer. So I don't know if that's true or not. Not that I'm like surprised. I just left stream. There, let's just click the raid now. Bye bye. Hop into Pebble stream. So
it's win.ini? Oh shit. Was that